When we talk about the rich heritage of India, we talk about the world's oldest civilization, which is a colossal amalgamation of religion, tradition, and customs. To showcase India's culture and tradition in the form of craft, the Indian Council for Cultural Relations (ICCR) is organizing a craft Mela, Coalescence, from the 23rd to 25th February this month. Interacting exclusively with PB-SHABD, President of ICCR Dr. Vinay Sahasrabuddhe elaborates how this fair highlights India's craft practices that can help balance the ecology of the planet.
The emphasis of this Coalescence, which is a craft Mela kind of, being organized exclusively for the diplomatic corps initially, although others are also invited. But the emphasis is basically on meeting challenges like climate change, for example, by way of going back to the nature. Because everything is natural, and natural dyes, natural resources, bamboo, clay, and several such things which are not going to hamper our ecology in any way and which are going to contribute to the cause of environment in general are going to be used, and therefore this is our way of worshipping nature, at the same time using the natural resources in a very dignified manner for the cause of human well-being.
Further, the President talked about how this craft Mela brings the much needed limelight for the creative artisans from across the country.
When our global community gets to know about these things, they also have a more broader and kind of all-inclusive perspective about Indian culture. Because Indian culture is not just art and dance, dance and music. Indian culture is artisanship also. Indian culture is from sand art to Pattachitra, and from Varli to Madhubani. Everything is Indian art.
We also reached out to Director General of ICCR Kumar Tuhin to understand the imperative facets of the craft Mela.
That ICCR is organizing an event like this, which will showcase our art and our artisans, but not only as an art and artisan, but also in the context of sustainability and the environment preservation that we are trying to do. Now, this is only a beginning, and some elements have been identified now, and through these elements we have chosen only a small component of the vast repertoire that we have of those art forms and also the artisans. But the idea is that slowly, as with passage of time, we can also expand it to include other states, other artisans, other art forms, and also be able to include them in a bigger way in the repertoire that we are organizing outside under Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, and also later under our cultural diplomacy.
The Director General further talks about India's cultural diplomacy as the part of different initiatives being organized by ICCR.
The ICCR has been engaged in cultural diplomacy and soft power projection for last 7 decades plus. But the meaning of soft power and what all goes into it, that has been evolving with passage of time. And as an organization, as a live and vibrant organization, we have also been trying to adapt our work to make it more relevant to the time and to make it more interesting. So, for example, now art and artisans have included now. Cuisine is a very important thing. Sometime back, for example, people felt that maybe Bollywood doesn't represent our culture, but the truth is that a large part of international community outside, they still identify Indian culture with what is in Bollywood. So we are now trying to pick up some of these elements also and see what is the best way in which we can create a positive momentum outside, we can create a positive narrative outside, and a correct appreciation of the strengths and the beauty of this great country that is India.
This is it in today's session. Thanks for watching.